The Will You Grow Show goes live Sundays 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern. To receive notifications, click the subscribe button beneath this video, or visit YouTube's Will You Grow channel to see more shows and videos. And now, here's Will You founder Angelique Medow with this week's Will You Grow Show.
Hi, Happy New Year, everybody. It's Angelique, founder of Will You and WillYouGrow.com, coming to you here live on location in Hunting Island, South Carolina. Look at how beautiful it is. Amazing sand dunes and palm trees, seagrass, ponderosa pines. We're in heaven. So, Happy New Year. How happy are you going to be in this new year? Well, as I am here to ignite your inner courage to release your limitations, I'd like you to think about that for a minute. If you feel any way trapped or caged in, unable to achieve a higher level of happiness this year than last, this message was created just for you. Take a look. No New Year's wish is complete without the request and promise for more happiness for our planet, its inhabitants, and/or ourself. However, when life's been hard, which it is in one way or another, the difficulties can leave a filmy residue over our present-day experience. Just as the scent of cigarette smoke leaves a remnant in the room long after the departure of the smoker, painful memories can linger for a lifetime in our heart and mind. Some days, mere acceptance that we're surviving can be enough to get by. However, as we scratch our way up Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we may be surprised to learn the extent to which we limit our own happiness. Personally, I was resisting becoming happier. As I began writing today's message about a week ago, I did not realize that I was resistant to greater happiness. In general, I feel free and happy. Yet, an enormous surprise of resistance and the possibility of happiness presented itself when I found myself unable to enjoy my favorite thing, the beach. My happiest place in this world is on a naturalistic, non-touristy beach in South Carolina. I felt a very strong pull to be there over the holidays. I invited friends and family whom declined to join me, presenting reasons that were logically justified by habit, ritual, and compliance with CDC guidelines. As I acknowledged the sadness that they felt around my joy and departure, I allowed myself to feel guilty for allowing myself to experience more happiness than they would over the holidays. The guilt I felt about their lack of happiness led me to a breakthrough. I asked, how would an unconditionally loving person behave towards a person whom wanted to experience more happiness? As I reflected on this to myself, from my perspective, an unconditionally loving person would be happy for anyone who was happy. They would not feel in any way discouraged by another's happiness. Rather, they would encourage them to enjoy and expand their happiness. They might even request photos and revel in those happy feelings. I realized I needed to love myself more to be happier. I needed to love myself through my own growth spurt towards more happiness. I couldn't ask a human to help me because they don't know how to do this for themselves. They can't give me what they don't have. Rather than looking to humans for guidance, I asked for loving, non-physical support from life. I use the word life, but it could be easily interchanged with the word spirit, God, the angels, or the mystery, the great one, etc. Instead of giving up, settling, staying small, and less happy, I chose to follow my opportunity to more happiness. To paraphrase Joseph Campbell, I followed my bliss. I chose to see and accept that my happiness has value, and my happiness adds value to our world. I realized that loving myself and allowing happiness are intertwined. Since I don't know how to love myself more, and I didn't feel worthy of more love or happiness, I said these words aloud to the magnanimous power of life. Quote, "Thank you for this opportunity to recognize my resistance and limits on happiness. Thank you for teaching me to easily allow myself to experience all the happiness of life." Unquote. As I spoke, I felt a shift in me. I felt greater willingness, more openness to experiencing happiness in new and fresh ways. I reminded myself of many masters before me who said that we can never get poor enough to make poor people rich, or sad enough to make sad people happy. And I reflected on my past experience. Each time I consciously dimmed my light of happiness around unhappy people, the unhappy people did not become happier. They just had company for a while. So here are 3 tips to happier days. There are as many ways to release guilt and increase happiness as there are grains of sand. Here are 3 tips I use, or find your own. 1. Accept that our level of happiness is our choice. 2. Accept that some people may feel uncomfortable when we are happier. 3. Know that our happiness will be inspiring, because genuinely happy people show others that it's also possible for them. Change is possible and inevitable. Change is everywhere. Time moves, hair grows, breath goes in and out, hearts beat, and the world turns. No thing stays the same. This can also be true for happiness. We can change and grow in happiness. Our happiness is an invitation away. Like me, you may not feel that you deserve more happiness. If this fits, we can allow more happiness one step at a time. Rather than flinging open the floodgates and yelling, "Happiness, I'm here, bring it!" we might gently invite happiness to join us for a minute. And we can experience that. We might say, "Hello, happiness. Thanks for existing. I'd like to get to know you better, and you're welcome with me anytime." This simple invitation initiates a relationship with the us that is happy. Thank you for joining us on today's Will You Grow show. I want you to be able to enjoy the light of your own happiness every single day and shine so brightly in 2022 that everyone around can feel you radiating that happiness, because your happiness inspires them to be happier too. So this week, join me on Will You Adventure, because on the Will You Adventure channel, we're going to take you out into nature and show you why it's not nearly as scary to be out after dark as your mother might have told you. And you can join us on our Will You Love channel, where we talk about ways to love ourselves more deeply and love ourselves and others and life even more. Then you can also join us next Sunday for the Will You Grow show, where we'll be here hopefully again on location, but we'll see. So take care of yourselves and each other until I see you next time, and know I always send you off with love. From my heart to yours, from Angelique.
Give your loved ones the gift of a smile, reassurance, confidence, joy. Add fun to your own life journey, knowing your purchase supports environmental charities. Affirmations card decks give surprise, clarity, ease, insight, and delight. Be affirmed with Affirmations from Angelique, the founder of Inspirational multimedia company Will You. Easy, meaningful, beautiful. Available at willyougrow.com and amazon.com. The key to healing and transformation is to know thyself. One of the best ways to enhance self-awareness is to take pen to paper. Will You, the company that creates tools for inspiration and joy, introduces 11 styles of hardcover journals. These gorgeous 200-page hardcover journals contain light charcoal lines on cream paper, beckoning you to unbridle your mind and write, knowing your purchase supports environmental charities. Available at willyougrow.com and amazon.com. For more information about programs offered by Will You, mentoring with Angelique, and to watch video success stories from clients, explore willyougrow.com. If you or your company are interested in inspiring our mutual audience by sponsoring this or another of our programs, let's talk about it. Boost viewer confidence and trust in your company. Call 1-833-WILL-YOU, then press extension number 6. Make sure to click the subscribe button to get reminders before upcoming shows.